Hi everybody, so I have another layout to show you, and this layout is going to go really quickly because I actually know exactly what I was going to do. So the papers I'm using are from the Crate Paper Best Of collection, and I start off with a white cardstock, and here you can see a wood grain paper. It's from the Maggie Holmes part, and this is a ledger paper. I don't know which collection it's originally from. Um, but these are the papers and the sky paper from Maggie Holmes too, but I have already cut that down. The ledger paper I start off by cutting off about a centimeter from in each direction, each side. This way I can get the border of the white cardstock paper. The wood grain paper, or I think it looks like a floor, but I cut it so it's about 10 centimeters. And here you can see the sky paper, the photo, and a white doily. This is paper I've done before, and I think you have seen it also. I just cut it into two tags, and it was originally 3 by 4. So make tags, and then I'm just going to take some white reinforcers to really emphasize its tags, and they will just pop out there for some color. Um, This layout I made once before, and I just love how it turned out, so I thought I have to film it. So I'm sorry for the noise in the background. So I'm just going to mat the photo on this wood grain paper. This paper won't really, you can't really tell later it's a wood grain paper, but I really need to mat that photo. So yes, so now it's just to assemble the whole layout. It's not a lot of components in this layout, very straightforward. Um, and I think what makes this is the light colors uh, that would really lift it. And then the finished touch you will see in the finish makes the whole layout. So just going to that, when I do this, I make sure that my tape won't go all the way to the edge because we're going to distress all the edges later, and you can't do that if the edges are taped down. The papers are very thin, um, so that is also a reason that we need, well, I feel I need to distress it because otherwise it's very flat. This sky paper is one of my favorites, and I just love that it's not just a sky, you can see some other paper or patterns peeking through and all that. This glue stick was like a big mistake. You can't really tell later because I glue the photo down over, but when I use a glue stick on these sort of really thin papers, like the doily, it buckles like crazy. So, but I hadn't used a glue stick in a long time, and now I know why. So yeah. So this is like the most time-consuming part of this layout is just distressing all the layers. Uh, it's not that much layers, but it feels like it. So here we go. Now the tags, and I just tape them down together so I have them where they are, and then just tape them down behind the photo. This just to make it a pop of color, otherwise the photo is desaturated and the whole layout would look desaturated too. So now I'm going to use these figures, and I think them are from Studio Calico, Brighton Pier or something. I have never bought figures before I got these, um, but I really like them. So I just feel that, I mean, I've used this on 2 layouts, made 2 titles, and I only have 3 A's left. So yeah. Some more Studio Calico wood veneers here, hearts and arrows. And then I have these resins that I made and then just sprayed in gold. I really like that I did this because I'm actually using them more now. So, and here I have some clear sequins in some iridescent looking thing, and I really like using them. You get this sort of the iridescent feel and some bit of oomph to the page, but it's not like, oh, it's sequins all over the place. So I like that. Now I'm just gluing down the letters because um, the figures tend to wander a bit. off on their own adventures, and I sort of want them to stay here. So yeah, so here we go. Um, I know the layout is a bit out of frame, but I I sort of do the same thing there, just gluing down the sequence and a heart and a bow and all that. Here I take out some more sequins, and these are opaque um, white with iridescent shimmer on it. So now you can see the magic happen, and I just take this spray, and it's gold, um, and I spray it really, really slowly, and that way you get these sort of drops, and I just love it. You really shouldn't do this inside because of all the fumes and all that, but uh, I did it anyway. I love how it looks, and I mean, I had really much fun. So I don't know if the layout is fun or the fumes from the spray. Anyway, here you can see the finished layout. All the stuff will be in the blog link below. Thank you so much for watching.